Darren, week after the Exeter defeat, how's the mood in the camp?
Yeah, it's good. It's important that you make sure you stay positive after a defeat. I think the run we've been on is something to be proud of, and the boys have been given everything. Having said that, I took a lot of positives out of the game. We had 31 crosses going into the box. I thought we controlled the game, but it was quite evident to see that we just didn't have that finished product in the final third. But there were a lot of positives I took from that game.
You mentioned now 31 crosses. Do you go over the game straight away?
Yeah, we get the stats from the company that we use, and it's quite detailed. It tells you how many touches players have had on the ball, given away, kept possession. So there was a lot of stats that were the best since I've taken over as manager. And but having said that, we lost the game, and it's all about winning in football. But I still tried to take the positives out of it.
Looking ahead, we've got Bristol Rovers this weekend. They're on a decent run of form themselves. What do you expect from them?
An hard-working outfit. I think Darren Way he's got them playing is good to see, and they've had a lot of adversity certainly last year, and he's bounced back. So he's got all the potential to be a top manager, and I've got a lot of respect for him. So it'll be a difficult game, but having said that, we've been in good form, and it's important that the players enjoy the local derby environment, because it is, and we've been up there over a number of years, and I've played in these games, and they're fantastic occasions to play in, and they've got a lot to play for, and so have we. So I expect a real entertaining game.
You've got good following yourselves up there this weekend. Obviously the crowd will have a big part to play up at Rovers.
Yeah, I mean, as a supporter, it's always nice to support in a local derby. The emotions are running high, and if I was a supporter, it'd certainly be a game that I would want to travel to see. It's not far, and the consequences of us making sure we try and get a good result to make sure we achieve our objective since I've taken over as manager, and that's to keep this amazing football club in the Football League. And it's a lot to play for, and I'm making sure our players are up for it.
You mentioned there that you played in the derby a couple of times before. Any special memories?
Yeah, we had one or two. There was one where we were winning at the time, and we thought it was pretty clear that we were going to come away with a result, and there was a real big turnaround in the last 10 minutes, and there was a lot of confrontation on the side of the pitch, and I'm sure everyone will remember that. But these derbies are always heated, and that's what makes them.
Going back to the weekend's game, a couple of injuries. What's the latest on Darren Ward and Mark Laird?
Wardy's going to be out, as I said before, for the foreseeable future. Mark Laird's back training now, so that's good news. And we've got a real good squad, I think, to make sure we finish this season strong. And it's important the players don't, decide that the season's over, because there's still a lot to play for. I do want to sit down and tell players ASAP about their futures of the football club, but as we all know, until it's mathematically safe and it's finally done, then you've also got to be aware of the planning. So we want to make sure we get the job done ASAP.
Going back personally, you still enjoying management?
Yeah, I have to say I've really enjoyed it, and there's times where there's a lot of problem solving to be done, certainly at a football club like this. But more than anything, I think I've been proud of the players, of the way they've responded to me, and they've put in place everything that I've asked for. And without the players, then this turnaround don't happen. So that's one thing I've been very respectful for, that I've had a group of players that have taken the information on board and put it into practice, and I think people have seen that, and it is been, for me personally, it's been a big achievement to get the club winning football matches, and there's been a lot of negative press surrounding the football club, but it happens at every football club, and what I think is, as a manager now, is trying to prepare and plan for next year. I'm actually really excited, and I think the supporters are too, and I just want them to keep following the football club, keep supporting me as a manager, and then the players will sense that, and I think it just helps the performance levels on the pitch. But we've got a lot of good going in a short space of time, and that's one thing I'm proud of as a manager.
On Sunday, Pat Custer's going up to the Football League Awards, hopefully to win the overall Fan of the Year. What does she bring to the club?
I think Pat's an inspirational lady. I think she's got a work ethic, which is what I would be proud of. She's non-stop from the moment she gets in this football club. I think people like Pat Custard have stood strong through adversity, not ran away from the challenge. I would say the majority of the supporters have stood strong, and we've stayed together, and I think that's what makes this football club. And it is a unique football club. There's a lot of history in it, and Pat Custard's one of those people that have played a massive part in this football club, and she deserves the rewards that she gets, because it's a fantastic achievement, and things like that don't go unnoticed. I know people behind the scenes at times, you work at a football club like this, and sometimes people don't acknowledge you like the way you should be acknowledged for the work that you put in. But Pat deserves it, because ever since I've been at this football club, our work rate around this place keeps it ticking, and as a manager, I thank her for that, because without her it don't function as good.